We don't get sloppy dick on camera.
No, stop. Test.
Testicles.
If that doesn't sum up who we are as people, I don't know what does.
Welcome to the Hit Home Podcast. You're here with Natalie Hashka, city girl turned entrepreneur who transformed a dream into a successful real estate brand, making her first six figures at just 20-something from a house flip. I'm here with my co-host, Layla Anderson. And this is where we come to have raw conversations and build real connections around life, entrepreneurship, personal growth, pop culture, and real estate. We're so happy that you're here and hope that our experiences hit home with you. Get ready for some major realness and some kick-ass connections. Okay, we're back with one of those heavy hitters that we warned you about.
Oh, I think this is going to be like the first heavy hitter.
Yeah, I mean, you just asked me if I was ready for this.
I did. Are you?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Okay.
Well, I don't think our world is ready for it, but I mean,
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Everything's gonna be fine. That's what you keep saying today.
It'll be fine. It'll be
Exactly.
fine.
It'll be fine.
What's the worst that could happen?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So today we are going to be talking about my breakup story with my ex of 15 years. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I feel like this is like a long time coming. I feel like we've like touched on like a few things like in different episodes, and I feel like this is like, you know what?
My tell-all?
Let's just, like this is like the tell-all. We should have a reunion.
Yo, no. He might be somewhere listening to this.
Oh God. It like, are you, okay. Are you like would that happen? Like, are you friends? Like, are you amicable?
Okay, that's a loaded question. Are we friends? No. Are we amicable? I haven't run into him, but the person that I am...
Follow each other on socials?
Nope.
Okay.
I would be amicable because I'm a decent human being. And I actually think that he would want to talk to me. He's run into my mom a lot.
Is he from...
Hamilton?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like same area?
Like West Hamilton, West Lower.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So do we want to start from the very beginning?
Yeah, I feel like we have to kind of go back, right?
Let's go way back. Way back, play back.
Okay, so...
What happened? No. How did you meet?
Okay, so he is 1 year older than me. I'm going to try and talk in present tense because I tend to talk in like past tense.
Yeah.
So he is 1 year older than me.
Like he's not dead. Like he's still...
He's
yeah.
From what I know.
Yeah.
He's dead to me.
Depends who you ask.
That's right.
But
point
no,
of view? Literally,
he
figuratively.
is still 1 year older than you.
He is still biologically 1 year older.
Yes.
So we met, I was in grade 8 and he was in grade 9. He didn't know I existed. He would walk over the bridge, the bypass of my house to go to high school. I was in middle school still.
Aww.
My sister was in high school.
These are so like, sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
No, it's
it's so like nostalgic. Like
yeah.
it's like
it's a big part of my life. He was a big part of my life.
Okay, sorry, go on.
And I obviously thought he was super cute, and I like crushed on him and stuff like that. And then my sister's friend at the time, she had a crush on him. But like my sister is 3.5 years older than me. Okay. And my ex had siblings in high school. Like he comes from a family of like, I think 6 it was. So he had older and younger siblings. Okay. But my sister's friend just like thought he was like super cute and stuff. And so like she tried to get with him. Mm-hmm. So then enter little Hashka. Like my sister, like, you know, paved the way for me coming into high school. So it wasn't like anything awkward or whatnot. And I'm in grade 9 and he's in grade 10. And as soon as I come into high school, like he's well aware that I'm my sister's sister and he's got like a mad crush on me. Mm-hmm. And so he tried to get with me numerous times. And he was like an athlete. I was like the intellect, like honors roll. And so like our worlds didn't really collide. And I was a goody two shoes. So like I didn't have a boyfriend or anything like that. Like anything in middle school was so child play. Mm-hmm. And so we exchanged phone numbers. He likes to talk on the phone. So we'd like run into each other at parties.
Well, you didn't text then.
We had no cell phones then. It was like a spring and 2 cups.
This is like...
This is
like home phone, like wired.
This is
like
1999.
This is like wired home phones.
Yeah, totally. This is 1999.
With the curly cords.
With the curly cords. I mean the rotary dial. I'm kidding.
He said you're not really. We probably had one.
Stop.
You probably had one.
Oh my
Anyway,
gosh.
go on.
So we exchanged phone numbers.
Okay. Vintage love.
Vintage. And we talked on the phone. He was a talker.
Okay. Can I ask his astrological sign?
Yeah, he's a Capricorn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
my mom's
go
a
on.
Capricorn. I do well with
Like
Caps.
January?
January.
Okay.
Yeah, and one of my best friends is a Cap. I do well with them, but they have their hiccups, and like with Aries for sure. Mm-hmm. It's been challenging. Even like one of the guys I dated this year is a Capricorn. Mm-hmm. He was the funniest. This is so off topic, but when I told him he was an Aries, he's like, "You're crazy," and his eyes like bugged out of my head. I'm thinking, "You're crazy. You're a Capricorn."
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
he is a Capricorn, my ex. And so we talked for a while and whatnot. And then like nothing really happened between us. And I always kind of looked at him and thought he was trouble. Don't ask me why. I just thought he was trouble. So
like there was something that like you were like a little bit reserved about it.
he was like very urban and very city.
Okay.
And
Like
and like inner city. Oh yeah, like he had already lost his virginity at that time.
Yeah. So you were kind of like little scared.
Yeah, he was out of my wheelhouse.
Okay.
Okay, and so I then later got with my very first boyfriend. So nothing came of us.
Okay.
I got with my first boyfriend, which my sister plot twist. She was like, we're going out one night. And it was like her and her boyfriend. And they took me along in the back. And then I was like, where are we going? We like pulled up to this house. And she goes, oh, you're on a blind date tonight. Fast forward, I was with this guy for 3.5 years. And he was my boyfriend.
So like all through high school.
All through high school. And we broke up after graduation.
Okay.
And then enter my ex again.
The notorious ex.
Okay. So it's like end of grade 12, summer of grade 12, everybody's partying. We're all excited. It's our last summer together because everyone's going off to like college and uni. Mm-hmm. And I go to his wealthy friend's house because it was like the party spot. He lived in this huge mansion in our area, like Aberdeen, Ravenscliff. Mm-hmm. And he had a pool. Mm-hmm. So we, we're partying and whatnot. And there's a pool and there's skinny dipping. Mm-hmm. That sounds weird. Happening. Mm-hmm. I can't swim.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I'm the only bitch in the shallow end. And he's like, what are you doing in the shallow end? And I can't swim. And so he was like, let me hold you up. So while everybody was in the deep end, he took his opportunity to stay with me in the shallow end and
like
make sure.
High school love is so cute.
So cute. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Okay. So then
it's like so cute and gross. Like, like it's like, aw.
And looking back, I didn't know he was a narcissist, but he said something to me that night that stands out now because everybody knew when I was single. Because everybody knew I had a boyfriend 5 years older in high school. He'd pick me up in his car. I brought him to formal. Like, it was well known. So
he was 5 years older?
My first boyfriend.
Jeez.
Yeah, who took my virginity and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in college.
Okay.
So the guy that my sister plot twisted the blind date with.
What was she thinking?
I know, it was her friend. What the heck? What was she thinking? He was a really nice guy, though.
Okay.
So anyways, that night he said to me when he heard that I was single, he was like, why don't you come over here and give a real man a hug? Because he was an athlete and he was fit.
Just the ego. Yeah.
Right. But somehow I was attracted to that shit.
Well, I mean, we all have our faults.
Right.
Like, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So it's my 19th birthday. So that's the summer. I was 18.
Yeah.
We whatever, nothing happens. And then my friend's like, you should give him a shot. And I was like, no way, he's trouble. I keep running into him. Then fast forward, it's now the next spring and it's my 19th birthday. We go out to Hess Village. He's at the place that I go to. Mm-hmm. We're dancing. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're both drinking. It was like a sexy ass night, dancing on each other. He asked for my number. I was like, oh, hell no. He went through all of my friends to get my number. And he finally broke down and got my number from my friend Katie. And she calls me. She's like, I'm so sorry, Natalie, but like he begged me for your number and I think you should just give him a shot and like let it just be a summer fling, whatever.
Okay.
So I thought long and hard about it and I was like, you know what? Like who cares? Like live. So what turned out to be what I thought was just going to be a fun summer at the age of 19 turned into 15 fucking years.
Wild.
He was like head over heels. And I will say something about my past. Every guy that has dated me or been in a relationship has honestly been like crazy about me. And I'm not saying this, it doesn't work out though. So like something's obviously wrong. I'm not saying this to like toot my own horn. It's just like they've always come at me and have been like really crazy into me.
Yeah.
And then it like fizzles. Okay. So he was like, obviously like he got the girl that he wanted, the girl that he couldn't get. A couple months in, he like obviously was like, I want you to be my girl, which is super weird because like now dating and speaking about like exclusivity, like he came right out and he was like, I want you to be my girl. And so we made that official and we made it official early on. So my birthday's in April. We made it official in May.
Yeah. I feel like it's also like the life stage that you're at too. Because I feel like when you're young like that, you're like, that's what you want is to like
be in love.
Yeah, exactly. So like, but like now it's like, whoa.
Right.
Slow down.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean I'm your girlfriend.
No, that's
like,
exactly right.
Yeah. But of course you want to believe, especially like at that age, you want to believe in like.
In love. And there's this like innocence and naivete.
Yeah.
Which that you like, have is so beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I wish I
like
could look at
you're
life.
A child, like, you know.
I know, because now you're jaded because you have all these things that happen to you, right?
Yeah.
Ready to make a move in the GTHA? We'd love to be a part of that journey. Not in our area, but still in Canada? Connect with us and we will point you in the right direction. Okay, so we're official. We spend like every minute together. I am calling into work. Like it was like such good love. Like calling into work sick so that we can go down to the beach together in the middle of the week during the day. Like fucking good love. Okay. Yeah. And so all that happens. We like, you know, you go into like the next season, cuffing season. Now it's like fall, winter. Everything's great. He's like sleeping at my house. He's like met the family, all of that. My mom wasn't a fan of him in the beginning. And I was like a little bit of a rebel. So I was like, listen, you can either know about this or not know about it. But I'm dating him. So like I'm bringing him to meet you.
Yeah,
and it's up to you. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So she didn't like either of my boyfriends, my two relationships. She ended up liking them, just not like in the beginning. They may have not been.
Well, she's probably just being protective.
Totally.
Yeah.
So.
For good reason, it seems.
Yeah. So he and I were like literally best friends, and I'd still want that now. We did everything together, like everything. He always wanted to be with me.
Yeah.
And we saw each other like at our worst and our best. Like he would want to come and do groceries with me. He would want to like wash the car with me. He would like want to do anything with me. We worked out together.
Yeah.
Like we were literally just best friends.
Yeah.
And so that was like consistent for years. And then I would say things kind of turned when I decided to go back to school. So I went to school directly after secondary, like post-secondary.
Okay.
After high school. And then I ended up dropping out, didn't know what I wanted to do, worked for many years full time, and then went back later in life for school in Toronto.
Okay.
And I felt like when I went to school in Toronto, we kind of, not so much while I was studying, but like at the end of school, things kind of started to shift. We went through like a rough phase. So he would still come to my house all the time at night when I'd be home from Toronto because I commuted. And, you know, I would be doing my homework and he would be doing his things. Like we were still like heavily involved. And I still had a lot of balance. Even though I was in school Monday through Friday, I had my weekends devoted to him still. And I had days off and things like that. And I don't think I was working while I was in school at that time. So I think it was like just like normal stuff that I had to get done in like my studies.
Yeah.
And then things really changed when I got into my first career. So I had never had that level of responsibility on my shoulder, and being in a career as opposed to a job was really different. it was taxing. It demanded a lot of me. And I felt like we were almost at like two phases of our life. I had finished school. I was starting a career. I was saving to buy a house. He wasn't financially prepared to buy a house.
What did he do?
He went to school for engineering.
Okay.
Mac and Mohawk.
Okay. So he was an engineer. He worked as an engineer at that time?
Well, I don't remember if he was working as an engineer at that time. He did like a lot of things. He did like anything to make ends meet. He was very talented and very smart. Yeah. And he did like a lot of different things.
Okay. So but it wasn't like one career and that's what he was working on.
Correct.
He was just like, whatever came at him.
Correct.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
So anyway, so that's when I started to notice like a little bit of a divide. And I feel like that's when the dynamic changed of like the masculine feminine role between us.
Well, maybe because you started to figure things out.
I did. I was making more money. I was focused. I was meeting new friends. I was going to like extracurricular continuing education things and like in Toronto. Like I just had a whole other life that now he wasn't really part of.
Yeah.
And so I don't remember where in this story we took like a 6-month break.
Okay.
And we ended up getting back together and it was mutual. We both like really missed each other and stuff like that.
Is this break like no contact?
Right.
Like no, you didn't talk to him at all?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You saw other people? Or not really?
I don't think I did. I talked to people, but I don't think I saw anybody.
Okay.
And I definitely wasn't like
looking
intimate with anyone.
Yeah. Okay.
So we ended up getting back together. I actually remember driving and I saw him in the city and it just like took me back and I was like, oh my God. And like that was the point that we reconnected.
Okay.
I think I may have reached out and said that I saw him because I didn't stop at the time in my car. So anyways, we get back together and it seems like it was a different level of appreciation because we both were like, we're it for each other. Like the grass was not greener. We both missed each other. Like it was very passionate with sex again because, you know, it was like a rekindling, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so then everything seemed to be like, I guess, normal. So that would have been like, I got into my career in 2007, my first career. And then we got like super tight again. And he was always my biggest cheerleader. Like this man supported me like nobody. He always told me I could do whatever I wanted and like I was capable of anything. He was just like such an amazing person. And he like pushed me out of my boundaries in so many ways too, like culturally, like trying new foods and like just looking at things super differently.
Where was he? Like who? Ethnically, like
so he's
where is he from?
He's African American.
Okay,
I was gonna say he was.
He
is African American. Yeah,
okay.
He's from South America. So like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So he like really expanded my horizons, and I loved that about him.
Yeah.
And so then fast forward now, and it's like what year? I'm like working heavily in Toronto at this point. I'm at George Brown. I'm at different clinics in medical aesthetics, which is the first thing that I went to school for. And I have like a bunch of jobs in this industry. It's hard to get full time. So I had like a bunch of gigs to make up full-time hours or plus full-time hours.
Yeah.
I've bought a house now on my own, which he was not part of, yet he helped me with every bit of the renovations.
How did he feel about that?
I don't know. Like, I think that he was excited. He spent
You guys didn't live together?
No. So he had like access to my house. He left things there, but he didn't pay for anything.
And how long into the relationship is this?
I bought my house in 2011. Okay. And so we started dating in 2003.
So 7 years.
Is that 7 years?
8 years?
8 years.
Yeah.
In.
And you guys are not living together.
We're not living together. And
you never had lived together.
No, because I lived at home until I bought my house. That's how I was able to put down such a large lump sum and buy a house on my own. Because I didn't rent ever in my life. I've never rented.
So, okay.
So we didn't live together because I was at home.
But it was never the goal to buy a house together.
It was a goal, but he wasn't financially ready. And I knew that was something that was really important to me because my mom didn't own a house until her 40s. And for me, that was something that was like a fundamental of life. and just how I grew up, that was something that I had to have.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, as much as I would have done it with him, regardless, I was at a phase in my life. I didn't want to be at home.
Yeah.
I didn't want to fucking rent.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to do this, you know, jump on the boat or sorry, like sink or swim.
That's the house that you're in now?
No, this is not the house. Yeah. So it was really interesting to see though, because he spent every minute there with me. Mm-hmm. So like every minute I was not working full-time hours, I was at that house, because like minus like a few things that we had to outsource, like an electrician and like my countertops being installed and like those kind of things, like we did all of the work. And it was like, it was sexy. Like seeing like us work together, and it was like a joint project and how we could come together and complete it. You know, it was just like, it was a really good time in our relationship. I was like, okay, if we can do this, like we're good.
Yeah, you're like working on something together.
Right.
Yeah.
And he had no investment in it. Mm-hmm. He just like wanted to be hands-on.
Yeah.
And like that house was just as much his as it was mine. He was more than welcome to stay there at any time. It's just, we had the conversation at that time about, you know, it was my investment. So if he wanted to move in, I did want like a cohabitational agreement or something in place.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was all my money that I worked for, and the renovations were my money. And thankfully, and rightfully so, because looking back, he would have been
entitled to half.
To half of that.
Yeah.
And that
would
was
have been common law.
And that was the way I made my first 6 figures.
Yeah.
Was on that house, on real estate. It wasn't from any other job. Mm-hmm. So like, it was very important to me that I protect myself in that investment. So then it's like, I want to say, I don't know, 2014-ish. And one of my employers pulls us in and says that they're closing the business. And so technically they have to do a formal layoff. And so they're following all the legal and like labor board stuff. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to be out of a job. Okay. So I figure I got to try and find another job in the industry to make up the hours. At this time, I'm going to try and do like some self-reflection and some like soul searching. And so I spend a lot of time in the library and in therapy. Mm-hmm. And I'm figuring out like, do I even want to stay in medical aesthetics? Because I had done so much and I beefed up my resume, and I knew it was never something I would do long term.
Right.
And I knew I'd always want to get back into real estate, because I was in real estate when he and I first started dating at 19.
Yeah.
So I made that decision at that time that I was going to change careers. And I think that's when the shit hit the fan, is when I decided to make a career change. Again, he was so supportive and he pushed me and he was my number one fan. But my life significantly changed. Like the version that you know of me today, this is not
the same person.
Right. And there's some days I'm not proud of who I am, because real estate's changed me so much and I'm trying my best to get back to who I was, but this fucking industry changes you so much.
It's so hard for it to not turn you cold.
Right.
Yeah.
So I changed careers. And I was very fortunate that my first and second year were as successful as they were. Most people in real estate don't have the trajectory that I had in year 1 and year 2. Mm-hmm. A lot of demise came with that too, though. Mm-hmm. And so as I thought that I was building a future for us and being able to provide for my partner in a way that I thought that most people would find admirable and respectable, he took that upon himself to go and play while I was working.
Yeah. I feel like, not that there's any excuse for that, but I feel like the way you took the liberty of going into a career, going back to school, getting into a career
in my mid-30s,
and then leaving that career and going and starting a different career, probably fucked with his head a little bit. I'm not saying, but I can see how, as a man, and he sounds like he's an alpha male.
Yep.
That has, the typical ego of an alpha male. Mm-hmm. I can see how internally that is going to affect him.
Yeah, and I think the dynamic shift of a male and female role.
Yeah, 100%.
So like here I am thinking like, I have no problem providing for my man and like, trying to set us up for our future. And
he doesn't want to hear that.
And he doesn't want to hear that because what I have done is I've emasculated him unintentionally and taken away the 2 P's of a man to protect and provide. Because all I did was show him that I didn't need him.
Yeah.
And so I remember being in therapy at that time, and my therapist was like, just ask him to do something, Natalie. And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, I don't care if you can fucking hang your picture. Ask him to hang it in the house for you. Mm-hmm. Make him feel needed. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, hot damn. Like,
that's why they say, like, if it like once a week, ask him to open a fucking jar in the kitchen. Yeah, it's
I know.
You know, yeah.
So,
we're just built differently.
Differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I obviously, as you know, you're working a lot of weird hours, long hours, every day. I did like 13 open houses in a row my first year. So like weekends were gone.
Yeah.
And I distinctively remember we had plans for our anniversary to go to Niagara. We always liked going to Niagara together. And I was at an open house, and this couple from Toronto came in, and they wanted to put an offer in. And I called him. And I was like, listen, these people want to put an offer in. I'm in a bit of a pickle here. Can we like... And
you're at the beginning of your career.
I'm in the
so you can't really...
Right. And like, when you put this into figures, like that was like I can't remember, but it was over a $10,000 commission.
Yeah.
That's...
You can't, at the beginning of your career especially, like not very many people understand it, but like you don't turn away business.
You don't, and you don't know, this business is feast or famine, so you don't know when you're going to get it next and when you can eat.
Yeah.
So I remember making that call, and I remember his voice changed, and he was like, yeah, that's fine. Well, that apparently was like something that was a big deal for him, and he later told me. Mm-hmm. Now, we never ended up rescheduling it. I just said, like, can we go another night? Does it have to be tonight? I just want to do this deal. And I was like, listen, like, if this deal goes through and I get it, like, I'll take us away on a trip. Like, let me pay for our trip. Like, you know?
Yeah, he wasn't used to that.
He wasn't used to that, and all he could see was that I ruined our plans.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm not sure if he thought that I was just, like, hungry for money, but this is how this business works.
Yeah, you
and, like,
can't.
Even dating now has been an issue because, like, the guys I date still do not fucking understand that, like, I might have to be on my phone. I might show up late. I might have to leave early. I might have to cancel. Mm-hmm. I can try my best to fucking book a date in a week, but I might not be able to keep it. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's hard.
It is hard.
Like, you were married getting into this, so it's slightly different. And even my partner in real estate said that, like, his wife always understood, and it is different.
Eric had a hard time. It was an adjustment in the beginning, though.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a huge adjustment in the beginning because our schedules, like, just the schedule alone was hard. Yeah. And we were so young, so, like, we got married when we were 23.
Right, so like your social life too would have been impacted.
Social life was completely different. And the brokerage that I worked for was a very social brokerage.
It was, yes.
And so there was a lot of time commitment. Mm-hmm. And I was an administrator, an executive assistant. Yeah. So the time that I put into it, and we had just gotten married. That was like first year of marriage. So, like, thank God we're, like, out of the woods, mm-hmm. but, like, that was a big adjustment for, like, in hindsight for both of us, but for him especially, because I was devoting so much time to my career.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Help us spread the love one home at a time. Rate, review, and share this podcast. It would mean the world to us, and hey, it may even change someone else's world. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also find us both on Instagram @TheRealNat and @LayRealEstate.
Yeah.
So this is like now May of 2017 that I'm talking about with our anniversary, okay?
Okay.
So that summer we're like hella distant. I barely see him. He comes and goes.
He's resentful.
He swings by. He's just living his life and I'm living mine.
Passive.
Yeah. We're just like living each other's lives, mm-hmm. but still a couple, mm-hmm. and so disconnected. Not intimate, like, ever. He's hot and cold. Mm-hmm. He's up and down with me, which then throws me up and down. And that's something actually that, like, stands out to me now. Like, when I'm fucking dating you now, don't fucking be hot and cold.
Yeah.
Don't fucking be up and down. Like, you know what I would love? A consistent man.
Yeah.
Like, someone asked me recently, what would it take to win your heart over? And I was like, oh, that's easy. You could be consistent. You could follow through on what you say you're going to do. Mm-hmm. Like, it actually doesn't take a lot to date me,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Because I got the big things. So then we go into the fall. I'm obviously crazy busy. Fast forward, he loves the holidays like my mom. So like we bake together and like we have our like fun time, and we decorated like a gingerbread house every year together and stuff. And so it's December and I go to him. He's at my house. We did Sunday family dinner every Sunday. And I go downstairs and we're doing laundry, and I just looked at him and I was like, "Are you happy?" And he was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "We're still young. Like, I'm not in love with you anymore. I love you, but I'm not in love. We could be fine and start over. We're both still young. You know, I'm 33 at this time. Okay?" And he puts his arm around me and he was like, "You're crazy, Nat. Like, you're the only girl for me. We're fine. We're just going through a rough phase. Like, we'll get this back, you know, blah, blah, blah." So that New Year's Eve, we spend New Year's Eve together. Everything is normal. Forward January, it's now 2018. He's a Capricorn, his birthday. We spent his birthday together, and boom. The night of his birthday, I get a phone call from a woman.
What?
Yeah. So he celebrated his birthday and went from me
On his birthday.
to her.
On his birthday.
Yeah.
He left you
Yeah.
to go be with someone else.
Well, we didn't have a sleepover that night. Yeah. Sometimes we had sleepovers, sometimes we didn't. But yeah. So thank God he had me first. She got
What do you
my
mean?
sloppy
Okay,
seconds.
So she called you
Right. So I'm
to tell you?
So I'm in bed. Okay. So like we have his birthday. I'm hella cute as normal. And
Why didn't he sleep over?
oh,
What did he say?
there was no rhyme or reason. Like sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't. His birthday was in the week, during the week.
Okay.
It wasn't a weekend. And I like had done my regimen, which is not pretty, like retinol, mouth guard, hair up. Okay, so like I'm like crawling into bed.
Yeah.
And I thought it was weird that he was calling me. So I picked up and I was like, "Hey, like what's up?" And it was a girl's voice. She called me from his motherfucking phone.
And what'd she say?
She was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
What?
And I was like, "Excuse me?" Because like I'm like, "Who's fucking calling me from my man's phone?" And she was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And I said, "No, who the fuck is this?" She's like, "Blank's girlfriend." And I was like, "No." And like, I'm ratchet. So if you know me, I grew up in the city. I know that I look bougie, but like, I scrap. I'm from inner city. I can handle my own. So, no.
Shut the fuck
I was like, "No, I'm
up.
his girlfriend. Who the fuck are you?" Okay? And she had no clue about me. She didn't know that she was his side bitch. And that like that was his side piece. She
But,
thought
like,
that he was his bona fide, his main.
She thinks that she's fully his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, hold on. Like, how, but for how long?
So I found out they were together for 6 months. They had gotten together in July
Shut the fuck up.
when we stopped having sex and we're not intimate, and he was coming and going as he was pleasing.
Pleasing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And like no inclination.
None.
Like zero.
This man kept up
Like
everything.
he didn't smell like a girl's perfume.
Never.
The fuck?
Never. No. But I should have known, because like he wasn't getting it in with me. But he went up and down with his sex drive, where I was always consistent. Like in the beginning, it was like different. Obviously, like that's like the lust phase.
Yeah.
And he was really young too, so it was different. So yeah, like nothing. He kept our week. We had a date every week. And we had Sunday dinners on Sunday. He fucking texts me in the morning, texts me at night,
But like
checks in during work.
Okay, this is like almost 8 years. Wait, no.
No.
This is 15 years.
This is in our 15th year. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Imagine how I felt. So,
But okay, but you're in your 15th year.
and keep in mind, a month ago, I've gone to him and said, like, I want to end things. I'm unhappy. I'm not in love with you. And he said, no.
Don't be crazy.
Yeah. Like, you're the only one for me. And he honestly, like, He never was going to get rid of me. I'm not stupid. He was never
He
going
was
to.
just going to have his cake and eat it too.
Right. I was the girl to have on his arm that his family knew. I looked good on the streets. I was the girl to be proud of. But he had his own demons, you know, which I later learned in therapy. It's like cheating is not, it was not about me. This was about him. This was a him problem.
Yeah. Well, you could see that from, I mean, like hindsight for you is 2020, but you just talking about the situation, like you can see where those, like his feelings or maybe insecurities are coming from, and he's going to find something that makes him feel more secure. That's right. Not that I'm putting any of that on you, because it's not your responsibility.
Totally. No, I think he had trauma and demons that I didn't even know about. Okay. Looking back now. Mm-hmm. So I can hear like rustling in the background.
His parents together?
Yeah. Now his father died during the pandemic.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's sad.
So like there was a little bit of like a
exchange.
Not between him and I, but like his siblings and I, because like I was like a big part of the family, right? Yeah. Like I was around fucking 15 years, and we all went to high school together. Yeah. So she calls you. Yeah, and she thinks that I'm the other woman because he did not tell her.
So she went through his phone.
So I later found out from her, because her and I communicated, because she had my fucking number from his phone. Fuck my life. That they met at work.
Oh my God. This is like Jerry Springer shit.
That's what I've told everyone my entire life.
What the fuck?
How did I get wrapped? It's Jerry Springer shit. I'm surprised you even know that reference because you're so young.
Jerry Springer.
Yeah. Okay, so they met at work.
Okay.
And she said that he was very sus. So he would only come over late at night, after I went to bed. And like, look at me going to bed all early on routine and schedule. He had like, and I could be anywhere in the city.
Yeah.
Like nobody knows where I'm going to be at any given time. Even my family doesn't know being in real estate.
Yeah.
So like that was some risky business on his end. So he would go to her place when I was in bed. And he would like leave her apartment, she said, with his hood. And he would never sleep over because he couldn't leave in daylight. Now, the most disturbing thing was that she was 17 when they met and 18 when they got together. Now, he was 34 at the time.
This just keeps getting better and worse. What the fuck?
Well, who else could you manipulate like that? Do you think a hoe my age would have put up with what he was giving her?
But she calls you?
Yeah. Yeah, gutty, eh?
Oh my God. What the actual fuck?
Yeah. So... Anyway, I hear rustling in the background. The phone dies. And I'm ratchet. So I put my clothes on and I leave the house.
Yeah, but where did you go?
To his house.
Yeah, but he was at his house? Was he there?
Oh yeah, I know him. He got
out of there.
He got out of her place.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he was at his place by the time I reached his place. Yeah. My family told me to get the fuck out of there, and smart, because I could be in jail right now.
So you go to his house.
Yeah, I go to his house. I park on his street.
And then what?
I mean, should we stop filming? I think I should stop talking.
It's going to land you in jail. No, but what did you do?
I was just waiting for his ass to come home. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do.
And then, but you didn't end up having a...
No, I didn't get out of my car. Now, he kept calling me that night. And he tried
What the actual fuck?
He tried to convince me that somebody...
That girl was barely alive when you guys started your relationship.
I know.
She was 2.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So... he was blowing up my phone because all he wanted to do was explain himself. He said that he lost his phone. And then somebody else called me.
And they're pranking you? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah. Ooh, joke's on you, Natalie. I'm your man side piece.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Now do you see why I've been single for 7 years?
Man, I would never date again.
That's my story.
After 15
End
years.
of story. We over. Let's put a bow on it and wrap this episode up. Thank you for joining us today, where we got real and raw. If this hit home for you, don't forget to tap those stars and subscribe to join us next time. Remember what we're here for: raw conversations and real connections. So don't just stop there. Find us both on Instagram at @TheRealNat and @LayRealEstate, and let's connect. Until next time, on the podcast that feels like home.